Welcome to math. Okay, so yesterday you guys watched a lesson on fractions. So remember we've been working on shapes, and last week we worked on dividing shapes into equal parts because now we are going to learn about how those equal parts of shapes can translate into fractions. And it's so fun because we're learning some pretty tough stuff, you guys. But I love fractions. I think they're fun. So what I'm going to do, and I know some of you saw this in the lesson yesterday, but I just wanted to get on here and make sure that I explained it to you. So I'm going to draw a circle. Oh, all my markers are dried out all the time. Let me try this one. This one's probably dried out too. Nope, okay. So I'm going to draw a circle. Remember, when we have a shape or a circle, this is a hole, okay? I know it's not perfect, but it's the best I could do. So this is a hole, alrighty? I am going to divide up this shape into equal parts, and I'm just going to do 4 equal parts. Okay, so now my shape is divided into fourths. I have 1, 2, 3, 4 equal parts. So let's talk about a fraction. So I'm going to draw a fraction. The number on the bottom of the line is called the denominator. That's a hard word. Say denominator. Denominator. And a denominator tells us how many equal parts there are. So how many equal parts do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4. So my denominator is going to be 4. Okay. Now, the numerator on top tells us how many parts of the denominator. So for example, if I put a 1 here, this fraction is 1/4, which means I'm going to shade in 1 of these 4 parts. Okay? So this fraction, the numerator, equals the part that's shaded in. The denominator tells us how many equal parts there are altogether. So if I look at this fraction as 1/4, I have 1 part shaded in. What if my denominator was, or my numerator was 2? So now my fraction is 2/4. So I'm going to look over here at my shape. I have 1 part shaded in, but my numerator is 2. So I do need to shade in another part. So now I'm showing you on this shape, I'm showing you the fraction 2/4. Do you see that? Okay, let's try another one. So let's say we have this fraction 3/4. Okay, 3/4. And so it's important to remember that the denominator is the bottom number. And that's what tells us how many equal parts we have all together. So this time I'm going to use a square. And my denominator is what number? 4. So how many equal parts am I going to make my square? Am I going to divide my square up into? 4. Okay. My numerator is the number 3. So this is going to tell me how many parts of the equal parts, right? There's 4 equal parts altogether. I'm going to shade in 3. And when I say this fraction, I'm going to say 3/4. So now I can say my shape, my square, I have 3/4 of my square shaded in, right? Because 3 parts of my square are shaded in, and there's 4 equal parts. Let's try another one. Let's try a hard one. Okay. Whoa, look at my numerator, or my denominator. So this fraction is 2/8. So we don't say 2/8, we're going to say 2/8. Can you say that with me? 2/8. This is my denominator, which means my shape is going to have 8 equal parts. So I'm going to use a rectangle for this one. And I know my rectangle isn't 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, I should have made my rectangle bigger. Okay. So here I have my rectangle. I have 8 equal parts, okay? Because my denominator is 8. So I needed to make 8 equal parts. How many pieces am I going to shade in? 2 pieces, because 2 8s. So I can shade in 1 piece, and they don't have to be side by side, okay? I'm gonna make it side by side just so I can tell you. So we have 1 whole rectangle, excuse me, but 2 8s of my rectangle is shaded in. Do you see that? Okay. So I just wanted to give you that lesson again. Today you're gonna get some more practice shading in fractions. So I just need you to remember, when you see a fraction, let's do okay. So when you see a fraction on your practice today, and let's say you have, they do a rectangle. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so I have 8 parts. So when you see your practice today, you're going to see a shape divided up into equal parts in the fraction. My fraction for this shape is 3 8s. Remember, the denominator, the number 8, tells me how many equal parts there are. The numerator up top tells me how many I'm going to shade in. So I'm going to shade in how many? 3 pieces. Okay? 1, 2, 3. And now I can say that I have shaded in 3 8s of my rectangle. Okay, so all you're doing today is you're going to look at the fraction and you're going to shade in the amount of shapes you need to in order to match the fraction. Okay, you guys, have fun doing your work. Thanks for watching. Bye.